Welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. So where we last left off, more important shenanigans for the recap. Natsuki has to deal with another phone call with some edgelord that is supposedly their son, plotting this whole like undying spite, revenge, full of spite. Uh, I feel like I want to retract my statement about. I don't think there's such a thing called a dark web in the fucking 80s of this fucking of the setting of the game. So yes, I do feel really kind of stupid for saying that. Um, I will wait unless like the red truth can be foretold. Then yes, then yeah, maybe I will feel duped. But other than that, yeah, Battler has to put up with a lot of nonsense. So like, well, the letter got shown, and hey, we acknowledge Battler for solving the epitaph, even though like Erica was also part of it. But I guess like Erica is just there to be like, oh, uh, I finally found an answer. That means I'm gonna brag about it. That yada yada. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I feel bad for Battler having to stay up, even though like I am pretty sleep deprived too. Anyway, let's continue reading. See you. What's going on in Battler's perspective? When I opened the door quietly, as expected, the room was already pitch black except for a small nightlight. Everyone was already sleeping in their beds. I'm sure they all had a great time and played a ton. Then they probably talked about youthful things and enjoyed staying up late. If only I hadn't found the gold, I could have enjoyed my time with them. I'm already tired. So tired. Forgetting even to change my clothes or brush my teeth, I crawled into bed and immediately began to descend into the marshes of sleep. Today's been so insane. Yeah, don't you hate it when you just like you're so tired that to the point that you forget to brush your teeth and wash your face and you just sleep on just like collapse on the bed? Happened to me like what happens to me rarely, but it just tends to happen. You gotta be like physically tired as fuck to have that kind of experience, no matter the age. Today's been so insane. I wonder if that old bastard is still in that family conference now. How does he not get tired? Come to think of it, what was it that old bastard said when we parted company?
明日家族で重要な話がしたい。
There's something important that you want to talk about as a family?
お前に関わることだ。
I'm sure it's more stuff about being the successor. I don't even want to hear about it.
こいつを話せば俺は殺されるだろうな。
If I tell you about this, then I'll probably be killed. I'll kill you whenever you want, you old bastard. And then what what was he said next?
お前の生まれについての話だ。
Your birth. My birth? Probably just something about the noble Ushiramiya lineage. Not interested. Just let me sleep. Huh. Chapter ends just like that. Okay. Well, well, that's out. Revenge for 19 years ago. The sound of crashing waves. The sound of the tide surging. The noise of the sea breeze. Whenever my headache torments me, these are the sounds that fill my head. Unable to bear a successor, I was in a very difficult position with regards to the Ushiramiya family. We're back to this one. I guess we're going to have a bit of a Natsuki backstory in this one, huh? Whenever I heard of a drug or incense that could make you achieve pregnancy, I tried it, but nothing had any effect. Until I was blessed with Jessica 18 years ago. I was ashamed to even call myself a wife.
こうなすのは二人の努力と天の気まぐれ。そなたばかりが責められたのでは割が合わぬな。
何が原因で解任できなかったのかは今となっては分かりません。名医のもとにも通いました。屈辱的な検査も受けました。しかしいつも理由は分からないと言われるだけでした。
結婚から短くない時間を経て未だ子を宿せない。なるほどな。次期当主を密かに狙うエヴァが首をもたげぬわけもない。
Eva tried to convince father that I was a failure as the successor's wife. It was a time when Kinzo was also very disappointed by my husband's repeated business failures. On the other hand, Eva's husband Hideyoshi's business was growing well, completely the opposite of my husband's. He was the only person who could bring father good news. So, perhaps father couldn't be blamed if he decided to lend an ear to Eva's words, or even accept them completely. It was all my fault because I couldn't bear a child.
そなたに罪などない。この国の赤ん坊はコウノトリが運んでくるのであろうが、裁かれるならそれはコウノトリになるのが道理というものよ。
I don't I don't even know if I want to get into very sensitive talk. I really don't really enjoy like talking like sensitive topics, whether it's like something like, I mean, I guess this game is technically political. I mean, judging by the people who did several episodes in. But how does Natsuki have like the inability to be pregnant?
ありがとう。しかし、いくら当時はまだご健康とはいえ、すでにご高齢の当主様が早く孫の顔を見たいと思われていたことは想像に難くありません。
知るか。
Who cares?
孫が欲しくばうなるほど持っている金で好きにすればよかろうに。金で生み出せぬものはないと豪語した金蔵だ。孫が欲しくば自慢の金で何とかすればよいものを。
Here, if Kenzo wanted a grandchildren, isn't adoption like another option? Or is that he's like or does it not count as part of like, you know, I guess technically you have to go through the signing of the papers in order like do something like that, but I don't know what it's like when it comes to like rich people's hierarchy, nor do I even want to because again, it's not like I have the fucking prior knowledge to like know like the behind the scenes or whatnot.
そうです。当主様は子を宿せぬ私を見限られ、その通りになされたのです。
The head gave to many charities, thinking in the duty of anyone in possession of so much money. One among these, an orphanage known as the Fukuin House, Gospel House, had been given especially large donations, possibly because he had old ties with that place.
ああ、福音の家か。よくあそこから家具どもがやってきていたな。
当主様は社会活動と職業訓練の一環として福音の家の子たちの中から成績優秀な子を使用人として受け入れていました。 当家にいるシャノンやカノン、ルノンやマノン、レノンなどの音の名を持つ使用人はすべて
with on in their names.
そこからやってきた子たちでした。
Shannon, Cannon, Lunon, Manon, Leon. I think episode 2, I think Natsuki mentioned like one of those the Lunon, was it Lunon, Manon, or Leon mentioned episode 2 somewhere? I'm not really sure. But
いろいろな連中がいたな。
well, Natsuki sure was a lot of servants hired in that one.
多くはほんの数年で辞めるがな。
当家の給金は数年も働けば十分社会で生活していけるだけたまるでしょうし、後宮家での使用人経験は履歴書に通用する立派な肩書きになります。それを得て社会へ羽ばたいてくれれば当主様もきっと本望だったでしょ
う。なるほど。養子か。
An adopted child.
お父様、今何とおっしゃいましたか？
この赤子を我が孫として迎えよ。
おお、よしよしよし。よしよしよしよしよし。よしよしよし。
Apparently, the baby that Kumasawa was trying to soothe didn't like the study air at all. It kept on crying, upset.
申し訳ありません、お父様。私には何をおっしゃっているのか。
この赤子を我が孫として迎えよ。そしてクラウスの後を継ぐ者として育てるのだ。
それはつまり私と夫の子として育てよとおっしゃるのですか？
そうだ。お前に子が宿せぬことはもはや明白。お前の体には何かしらの問題があるに違いない。
おお、よしよしよしよしよし。おお、よしよしよしよしよし。
As though she couldn't hear our discussion in the slightest, Kumasawa kept on trying to cuddle the baby. This made it cry even louder.
暴言だな。女の責任だけで子が産めるなら、この世に男など必要ないわ。
Damn, I feel called out on this one.
あの日の悔しさを忘れたことはありません。私とて子が欲しくなかったわけがない。でもいくら祈ろうとも身ごもれないのです。私の体に原因があるのではないかといくつもの名医を訪ね歩きました。しかしそれでもいくら努力しても身ごもれなかったのです。
Well, you're probably cursed at birth. Nah, I'm just joking around. I'm being a little too edgy there, but the second sentence kind of confused me there when she said it's not as though Natsuki didn't want a child. Well, here's the thing though, the way she phrased it makes it sound like she wanted to give birth to a child just so she want to raise the biological child to surpass Kraus, like, like, like that. But it's kind of questionable because it's not like and the thing is that Kinzo came up with a gave Natsuki a solution. So what's the worst that can happen, right?
その挙句がこの仕打ちではな。
It's a questionable result as best.
察するぞ。
The baby had been picked up by the Fukuin house just recently. Of course, you couldn't help but feel compassion for this child, who was so young and who had already lost its parents' affection. However, it brought me nothing but pain and sadness. It would have been another story if I had suffered to bear this child. But why should I be forced to hold this baby, who not only shared none of my blood, but who was not related to my husband in the slightest either?
お父様を恨んではいません。もし恨めるのなら、ただただ自分の体が恨めしかった。憎かったんです。子を宿せぬ我が身がひたすらに憎かった。だから私は祈りました。天使と悪魔の両方に。そしてその両方が叶いました。
天使には何と祈ったか。
私の体に奇跡を。
For a miracle in your body.
私の体に問題があるというなら、それを受け入れましょう。ならばそれを克服して、どうか夫の子を授かることのできる奇跡を私に。
その願いは叶ったわ。
Oh.
あなたはその次の年に見事にジェシカを産むことになる。そして悪魔には何と祈ったか。
So Natsuki prayed to the angels for a miracle. Then what did she pray to the demons, I wonder?
悔しい、悔しい。この身が恨めしい。そしてそれを見せつけるかのようなこの赤ん坊が憎かったんです。
何を願われたのですか？
Wait, so I'm confused. So the baby that you witnessed that is not related by your blood or Ushinomiya blood is what made you is what causes the trauma that you have to bear through?
私は初めて悪魔に祈りました。願いました。この赤ん坊が消えてなくなってしまえばいいのにって。
Jesus. What? So the baby that is not like related by blood is a subhuman? Jesus Christ. Of course, that wish was also granted by demons. On that day, I left the baby with an older servant and went to think about the future in that rose garden. No, that's a lie. I didn't want to think about anything. The baby's cries were annoying, so I ordered the servant to take the baby to a place where I couldn't hear. By a place where I couldn't hear, I meant somewhere far away. Yes, I wished for it. I wished for the servant to take the baby far away and never return. Far away and never return as in like, you're gonna ship the baby to another orphanage far away from here?
雪吊りの悪魔が夏日様のその願いを聞いてしまったのですな。
I'm questioning too much fucking things. Like this is
してどうなったのか。
それは悪魔が願いを叶えてくれたとしか思えない奇妙な事故でした。
the woodland path from the rose garden to the harbor is probably well suited for a comfortable walk. It must surely feel good to occasionally leave the path and walk through a grove of trees, depending on your mood. However, wouldn't that path be fairly hard to travel on when taking a walk with a baby in your arms?
その先は断崖でした。高さは多分10メートルくらいはあったと思います。下は岩場。そこには柵もあったのです。その使用人はわざわざそんなところまで赤ん坊を抱いたまま歩いていき、そして柵に寄りかかったとでも言うのでしょうか。まるで悪魔に手招きされて誘われたとしか思えない。
Wait, so the one of the servants ordered to take the babies somewhere far away.
誘われちゃったのね。あなたの願いを聞いた悪魔がその使用人を招いちゃったんだわ。
それではその使用人と赤ん坊は
死にました。崖から転落して下の岩場に。
What the fuck?
いえ、私が願ったから死んだ。だからこれは
そなたのせいではない。その先を考える必要はないぞ。
でも私が願ったから。
いいや、違う。願えども叶えるか否かは神と悪魔と魔女の気まぐれ。
I wonder if one of the servants was like ordered. I bet Natsuki hated that servant, and then she ordered like to come far. Okay, I guess the servant holding the baby as well fell off the cliff and committed suicide. Well, um, I'll probably give more. I'll probably explain my thoughts later. But oh, Jesus Christ.
そなたに罪はない。人間に罪はない。わらわが殺したことにしてもよい。いや、わらわが殺した。
You did kill them?
嘆くそなたを不憫に思い、わらわが赤子を連れた使用人を崖へいざない、その下に導いたのだ。
不幸な事故があっただけではありませんか。事故で納得がいかなくば我らの仕業に。そのための悪魔でございますよ。
そうだわ。私たちはそのためにいるのだもの。あなたが殺したわけもない。私たちが殺したのよ。だからあなたには何の罪もない。だからどうか自身を責めないで、夏日。
そうでしょうか。本当に私に罪はないのでしょうか。
ああ、ないぞ。19年前の復讐を名乗るワーコードめ。
That's a one hell of a face.
呪うならわらわを呪うがよいわ。しかし呪うは魔女の専売特許よ。夏日に売りしその喧嘩、
わらわが買おうではないか。
Let me take on this fight you're trying to pick with Natsuhi.
わらわは後ろ宮家顧問錬金術師黄金のベアトリーチェ。使えし主に売りし喧嘩はわらわが買おうぞ。19年前の復讐とな。1000年の魔女の前にその程度の年月瞬きにも足りぬと知れ。19年前にそなたの死を願った夏日が憎いか。思い出させてやろうぞ。そなたを崖下へ誘ったのは誰かをな。
As the middle-aged female servant cuddled the sobbing baby, she walked on a small path through the trees. Oh, it was a middle-aged female servant. Natsuki had told her that the baby was too loud, so she had tried to get as far from the rose garden as she could. She was completely unaware as to why she'd gone out of her way to head in this direction. However, the sobbing baby suddenly stopped crying. Something was reflected in its eyes, but the servant couldn't tell what. However, thinking that the baby had stopped because it had taken an interest in something, she headed in the direction of the baby's gaze. The baby had seen a cloud of gold butterflies disappearing off into the trees, and on the other side of the trees, the servant could see a woman. Who? She didn't recognize this person, but it didn't look like anyone who was supposed to be here. The baby stopped crying and stared in that direction. Then, the servant's legs started to automatically carry her that way.
こちらへ来い、女。その呪われた赤子を抱いてな。
The woman couldn't disobey. She was completely overwhelmed by Beatrice's gold-glowing eyes. She walked lightly as though through a dream world. At some point, the scenery surrounding her had changed, but she did not notice. She could not notice. Though this should have been Rokujima, at some point it had become the garden of a mansion she had never seen before. It was a garden she had never set eyes on, even grander than the great rose garden of the Ushiromiya family, a garden of gold roses. There stood an arbor, and a woman wearing an elegant dress beckoning to her. There was a man who looked like a butler, and the tea he poured with a beautiful gesture had a very nice and enticing smell. It was as though they were telling her to join their tea party. She couldn't disobey. She had to go to the master of this golden rose garden and give this child as an offering.
許せ、女。魔女に魅入られた不運を呪え。そして、この世で決してめでることかなわぬ黄金のバラに囲まれながら眠れ。ガープ。
はい、了解。
When Gap snapped her fingers, a pitch-black hole opened at the woman's feet, and she was swallowed up along with the baby. The scene of the moment that followed must have burned itself into the eyes of the woman and the baby. The two floated in the air and looked down at the gold rose garden spread out below them. Below their feet was not the earth, but a golden rose garden that stretched as far as the eye could see without any gaps. That's wild. Without any gaps. If one could have this scene imprinted in their eyes, if one could have this scene imprinted in their minds as their last memory, that would be such a merciful way to die. Then the woman and the baby were swallowed up by the golden sea. The thunk was remarkably plain and remarkably quiet for a sound, that stole away 2 lives. However, it made for a perfectly suitable show at a tea party of witches. With the woman and the baby at the center, the rose garden was slowly swallowed up by darkness. The sound, the wind grew stronger bit by bit. Is that TV static? What is that noise? It was the roar of the sea. The two who had fallen into the thicket of golden roses from that great height and died were gradually wrapped up in the roar of the sea, wrapped up in the scenery of the beach below the cliff.
わらわが保証するぞ。そなたには何の罪もない。19年前の復讐とやらはこのわらわが買おうぞ。
How much I missed that laugh.
崖下の2人を見つけ、私は青ざめました。
I am baffled.
そしてお屋敷へ駆け戻り、大騒ぎになりました。大至急船で病院に運びましたが、あの高さで即死を免れただけでも奇跡。
It was a miracle that they had even avoided an instant death.
シオニも、そして赤ん坊も死にました。
Wait, what? An instant death? No, I'm pretty sure they already died by now.
私はお父様から赤子を預けられ、3日も経ないうちに殺してしまったのです。主人は出張中でした。当時まだお屋敷にお住まいだったローザさんもご友人と旅行中でした。六軒島には私とお父様しかいなかった。そして私とお父様以外誰もよく知らぬ間にどこからともなく赤ん坊が現れ、そして消えていった。あれはそう夢なのよ。悪夢。
It's crazy.
お父様は私を責めるに違いないと思っていました。しかし何か様子がおかしかった。
Strange.
読めていたぞ、読めていたぞ、この天罰はがどこまであがくのか、どこまで我が物にならぬというのか。からの檻に興味はない。打ち捨てい。
When father learned of the accidental death, he kept on laughing and laughing as though there could be no greater pleasure, enough that just listening to it gave me a creepy feeling. Perhaps something had come loose in his mind. From that day onwards, father shut himself up inside the world of the occult even more than he ever had before. Oh my god. When my husband came back, he was surprised to see that father was even more bizarre than he had been before. However, he had already accepted that this would happen sooner or later. Of course, my husband had heard about the baby. However, he told me that it was surely just some whim of father's and to forget it. So I forgot it. It was an unfortunate accident. No, there wasn't an accident at all. I forgot everything, even that the baby had existed in the first place. After all, it was a twisted nightmare that lasted not even 3 days. That's right, it was all a nightmare. I don't want to remember. The cliff, the broken fence, the roar of the sea, and the cry of the baby.
その赤ん坊が19年前の赤ん坊だと？くだらぬ。 わらわが殺した。すでにこの世にはおらぬわ。
I don't even know if the character that is part of fantasy is doing something that is like morally right. This one, he's saying that like Natsuki was the one who carried out the orders.
しかし赤き真実なきが人間の世界。
Yeah, because the humans within that perspective have to use the truth and blue.
人間の世界に信用できることなどありません。
そうね。ベアとは確かに殺したわ。でも人間の世界では生きていることになっているのかもしれない。本当に生きているのかどうかはともかくね。
実は生きていたというのですか？あの高さからあの岩場に転落して。
I mean, there could be a chance that the servant carrying the baby was the one that cushioned the fall.
わからぬ。だが落ち着け。そやつがどうそなたを憎もうとも真実は事故だ。そなたを恨もうなどお門違いもいいところよ。
Unjustified.
でもたとえ指一本触れていないとしても、私は心の中で。
落ち着け。19年前の男が何を恨もうと叫ぼうとそなたを追及できる罪などあるわけもない。だから落ち着け。
落ち着け。
19年前の男はわらわの来客として迎えてやろうぞ。
Yeah, why don't he just show up and, you know, be invited for a debate or something? I don't know. Although it would be kind of weird, but maybe there's a bit of curiosity involved.
気分の謎を解かれ、
Oh God.
お役はごめんかと思っていた矢先だ。わらわの最後の客としてもてなしてやらねばな。
面白くなってまいりましたな。ゴールドスミス教の秘密を守るのに加え19人目の来客、さらに19年前の男とは。
そうね。金蔵が生きてると主張する私たちにとってエリカは19人目ね。
Erica is one heck of a special person.
その19人目の駒に19年前の男。
Yep.
面白いじゃない。ワクワクするわ。
Yeah, I can tell from that look on your face.
相手にとって不足なし。わらわの茶会の来客が一人では物足りないと思っていたところよ。来るがよい、愚か者どもめ。
Furudo Erica is Lady Berncastle's piece. In that case, whose piece is the man from 19 years ago? Wait. Is it Lambda's piece? I don't think so. Kind of cute. The man from 19 years ago. Okay, I can only think of few theories. It could be Lambda's piece, could be Battler's. Because I feel like Battler wanted to do that because he wants to find out more answers from Beatrice that was like sitting there like a doll within that. And then I don't think Anji is a. I don't think Anji isn't there in the sixth episode. I mean, sixth episode. I'm being dumb. Fifth episode as of yet. So I don't know. There's either two or three possibilities with theories in that. The voice faintly seeping from the other end of the line was Natsuhi's.
わかりました。今すぐ出ます。部屋も出ます。電話も出ます。だから夫と娘には。
Even this begging scream, which would shake the heart of any listener, could be listened to with a cold ruthlessness through the end of the receiver.
母さんが俺の約束を守る限り、あんたの秘密は守ってやるよ。約束を破るなよ。俺はもうお前のすぐ近くにいる。部屋の明かりが消えるかどうか、そして電話をしているかどうかさえ、俺には手を取るようにわかるんだ。俺さえ望むなら、あんたの寝顔にキスすることだってできるんだからな。
守ります。約束は守ります。だからやめて、もうやめて、やめて。
The receiver was slammed down. He, quote unquote, knew very well that the way you hang up a phone can leave a nasty aftertaste for the other side.
じゃあね、おやすみ、母さん。
はい、一丁上がり。これで夏日は今夜は部屋から出てこないわ。
Wait.
Kiyoね。
How do I make it sound like it's on the human perspective if I was saying it in blue? Because it's not like there's no such thing as modifying your voice when it comes to doing it within a phone call.
あんた、声を変えられるの？声くらい誰だって変えられるわよ。パパにおねだりの時は甘い声。学校休む時は風邪っぽい声。実は嫌いな友達に断る時は申し訳なさそうな声。
お望みなら
どんな声でも
使い分けて。
見せるけど。
You know what? Whoever's the VA for Lambda, she sure has a wide variety of tone of voice. That's for damn sure. And I mean, you gotta realize, I feel like voice acting takes skill, and within a very long, progression of experience. If you think about it.
あんた、魔女やめたら声優になるといいわ。
Damn.
これでお互い駒の準備は OK かしら？フルドエリカ、なかなか素敵な駒じゃない。演者なんかよりはるかにベルにふさわしい駒だわ。お褒めに預かりまして光栄です、ラムダデルタ卿。
Oh damn. Erica then appeared.
こちらこそよろしくよ。素敵だわ。本当に可愛い。 魔女幻想に屈服させてその顔を屈辱に歪めてやりたいわ。だそうよ。私に恥をかかせないでよね。エンジェよりはるかに使える駒だってことを見せてちょうだい。お任せを。ベルンカステル卿、我が主。私はあのようなネクラで低能で可愛げのかけらもない駒とは違います。
Damn. Where the fuck did you put Angie then, Burn Castle? Did you just send her into that fucking shadow realm?
本当よね。エンジェなんてクズ肉になってバトラを焚きつける以外何の役にも立たなかったわ。家族愛とか兄弟愛とか私たちは全然興味ないの。私たちが見たいゲームはもっとえぐくてドロドロしててグロテスクでポップでキュートな殺人事件だもの。夏日がキングでベアトがクイーンってとこかしら。
I guess.
夏日をかばって群がる魔女と家具たちはチェスの駒というよりはボーリングのピーって感じ。夏日にベアと金蔵にガラクタ家具の幻想たち、私たちを楽しませてみせなさいよね。特にベアと私たちもうあんたには飽きてるの。あんたの魔女伝説殺人ごっこはもうおしまい。あんたの出番もおしまいってわけ。このゲーム版はもう私とベルンがいただいたわ。あんたなんて私たちの駒に落ちぶれて永遠に遊ばれてるのがお似合いよ。
Damn. Look at that curved look on her face. Excuse me, but Jesus.
夏日もベアとも薄汚い真実という腹渡を薄皮一枚で包んだだけのズタ袋だわ。それをズタズタに引き裂いて中身を引きずり出すことこそ私の、いいえ、私たちの数少ない娯楽なの。楽しく遊べるわよ。ねえ見てる？ベアトリーチェ、あんたのゲーム版はこんなにも楽しく遊べるのよ。私が見せてあげるわ。本当に楽しい第5のゲームをね。
I mean, we're already 9 chapters in, and you know, this is a very interesting, a bit of a blaster.
私たちばっかり気持ちよく喋っちゃかわいそうだわ。ベアトにも喋らせてあげたら。だそうよ。特別に発言を許すわ。今回のゲームの抱負でも言っちゃったら。
Well, that was a bit of a pause.
何もないって。そうよねそうよね。あんたバトルに屈しちゃった負け犬だもんね。私に任せなさい。魔女側優勢に一気に流れを変えてあげるから。ただあんたという駒はサクリファイスさせてもらっちゃうけどね。 気分も第一の番以前にあっさり解かれ、黄金の番人ベアトリーチェも型なしですね。
夏日の幻想として駒に残れてよかったじゃない。もうあんたの扱いは駒じゃなくてピンなんだけどね。
As a pin?
黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェなんてもう出番はないのよ。あんたとその家具たちは私のゲームではほんのちょい役やられ役。気持ちよーくすっ飛ばされて私とベルのおもちゃにされなさいよ。
嫌ならやめてって一言言ってみて。そしたらやめてあげるから。
嫌じゃないって。あんたピン確定ね。
So this is what Burn Castle would laugh. I thought it sounded like Lambda for a moment. Oh god. There's no need for a golden witch anymore. All that's needed is a sacrificial doll so the two witches can enjoy some time playing. Die, disappear. Confess to your filthy past and your crimes. Speak out your sob story of regret and repentance as you throw yourself off a cliff and die. The Golden Witch will never again have her turn. Ha ha ha! Oh no, the laughter. No words.
ベアト。
This will probably turn out to be a nasty game. On the surface, it looks very similar to the usual tales. However, there's no respect given to the true main character of the story. This tale was supposed to be the one that the Golden Witch Beatrice invited Ushiromiya Ballard to see. However, the host has been lost, and there are no longer any guests. The one who did the inviting and the one who was invited are no longer around in this horrible tale. Welcome to the 5th game, End of the Golden Witch. Welcome to the party. Welcome to a party with neither host nor guests, hijacked by wicked witches.
いいバトラー。いよいよ2日目を始めるわよ。私はベアトみたいにとろい展開は嫌いなんだから。
好きにしやがれ。お前が何をかき回そうと、俺は必ずこのゲームの真相にたどり着いてやる。
そうでなくては困ります。妹さんのためにもしっかり戦わなくちゃ。
Damn.
ご安心を。ラムダデルタ卿はベアトリーチェの間抜けと違い、はるかに恐ろしい相手ですが、私がしっかりサポートするので問題ありません。私と一緒に今度こそ魔女幻想を暴いてやろうではありませんか。
Oh, that look on her face, though.
お前なんか知らねえ。ベアとのゲームにいなかった存在など俺は認めもしないし必要ともしない。
Yeah, it's... Beato is not the one who's doing all the shit that has been, like, construed. It's the other witches.
強がり言ってる場合ですか。まあ、お互いせいぜい頑張りましょう。一緒に魔女幻想とやらを引き裂いてやりましょう。
Erica offered me her hand to shake. Instead of just passively ignoring this, I gave her proactive and clear answer by knocking her hand aside.
握手は嫌いだそうよ。
Or maybe he just thinks that you're coming off as like untrustful or like uncharitable into the matter.
エンジェと同じなのね。
Yeah, but even Angie thinks like you're uncharitable too. Like if Angie would see like Erica for the first time, then that could be the same answer.
ご安心を。私はエンジェよりはるかに役立つ駒ですので。バトラさんの闘志を回復する以外、何もできなかったひき肉とはわけが違います。
I got a bad feeling on this.
頼もしそうな仲間に恵まれて嬉しいわね。かつてはワルギリアにロの上、エンジまで来てくれたわ。そしてとうとうベルにエリカまで。あんたを応援してくれる駒たちはこんなにもたくさん。それでも未だに真相の尻尾すらつかめない無能っぷりってどんな気持ち？どんな気持ち？
関係ねえな。これは俺とベアとの戦いだ。その他の誰であろうと関係ねえ。
ああ、そうなの。やっと独り立ち？いっつも誰かに助けられ情けをかけられてばかりのあんたがどこまで一人でできるやら。楽しませてもらうわ。
取り戻すぜ。これは俺たちのゲームだ。お前たちはお呼びじゃね
え。ええ、そうよね。これはあなたたちのゲームだわ。なら取り戻してごらんなさいよ。手加減だらけだったベアとのゲームさえ勝てなかったあんたが誰の助けもなく一切の容赦のないラムダのゲームをどこまで戦えるのか。
So Beata's games is like on training wheels, while Lambda's game is like about it, huh? I mean, while Beato's games, like, I'm pretty sure last party is like it was shown to be completely meaningless, but I'm pretty sure even if it's meaningless, it also trains Battler's way of communicating. Battler's train Battler in when it comes to communicating in debates. So maybe that's just my thought. The Lambda's game could be like the real deal, you know.
ではお目覚めなさい、後ろ宮バトラー。ようこそ10月5日の朝へ。
Another chapter wrapped up just like that. The second day, October 5th, 1986. It is 7 a.m. Sunday of October 5th, the morning of tragedy. Well, this is a good time to end it from here. But before I wrap up the recording, let's see. What are my thoughts on this when it comes to Natsuki's backstory of the from 19 years ago, which just comes off as pretty questionable to me because I keep questioning it so much and so forth. Um, so Natsuki has a problem of bearing the child without any like symptom as to why, and I did made some very bit of a dark joke when it comes to her being cursed, which is like her being cursed at birth, yada yada yada. So when she wanted to, so when she says she can't bear or give, she can't bear the child, give birth to a child, so just so she can be a part of the Ushiromiya family. There's that. But when she sees a baby that is not biological, then Natsuki freaks out. Uh, and I'm not sure whether what she did with that sort of was whether an accident or morally, immoral to where it's be a part of murder. But yeah, there's. I really want to give my thoughts more further and further, but there's some background noise like coming up pretty soon. But that aside, um, oh yeah, I feel like the fifth game is just there to like smear Beatrice's name of the sword, like just to basically embarrass her. That's why Balor was against her. Well, with that said, next part, let's see how this will go. So, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.